Hello ladies and gentlemen, Tevaron here, and welcome back to Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair, where we are knee-deep in the investigation and Nagito is holding out on everyone, including us as the player, even though we played as him for about half of this investigation so far. Nagito, what do you know? How much do you know? Okay. And none of the guys that came over from Strawberry House have given any indication that they're at all suspicious of how Nagito's over here. So that's weird. Gundam, why'd you do it? I've made you wait.
Judgment!
The time has come to destroy all murderous illusions. Well, then you're going to have to start with yourself, unfortunately. Chiaki?
Hey.
I guess Nagito is like a tardy detective. What are you talking about?
See?
It's a trope in mystery games. They always come to the crime scene late, just to make an important discovery. Oh, okay. But they can never reach the truth of the case. They just end up feeding the main character's assumptions.
Yep.
Well, in Nagito's case, he's not the type to feed anyone. He'll just make things even more complicated. I am afraid you are correct. That's true. He's such a troublesome person. But lately, I feel like he's been acting weirder than usual.
Well?
I don't think a new discovery is bad, though. He might be able to find something we completely overlooked. Yes, and we shall definitely use him. Anything else to say, Kazuichi? Information about the elevator?
As soon as I came over here, I checked this first, but it looks like the panel was definitely forced open.
The elevator panel?
Hey,
It might be better if I explain how the elevator was broken, huh?
No, I heard the gist of it from Nagito. They broke the elevator by tampering with the safety device, right?
right.
Oh, looks like word travels fast. Check out that panel over there. It's just as I thought. Looks like they forced open the panel and changed the settings by tampering with the safety device.
It definitely looks like the panel was forced open, which means the elevator was broken at Grape House. I cannot look at the panel. Guess we will have to take your word for it there, Kazuichi. Fuyahiko?
Damn right.
Nekomaru should be inside Grape Tower. Yeah. I'll go on ahead. We were a little late. Yeah. Where is Sonia? This is definitely not everyone. I guess Nagito's already over here too?
You serious?
Yeah, Nekomaru, are you serious?
Damn it.
I don't know who did this, but this is pretty fucked up. I agree.
Hey,
Now's not the time to get sentimental. Come on, we need to hurry up and investigate.
But we've already investigated everything we can here. Yeah, I mean, I guess so.
wow.
No, you haven't. There's still something you should be able to investigate more thoroughly.
Yeah, now that we can get back over there, I can go through the final dead room with someone who won't hold out on me.
Now that Mikan is no longer with us, we can't perform an autopsy.
Right?
But Kazuichi should be able to disassemble the body, right?
Huh?
I guess that's true.
It cannot be.
Is that true? Are you going to disassemble Nekomaru's body? I don't expect him to refuse. That's the very first thing he did when he saw Nekomaru was beg him to let him take him apart.
I won't forgive you.
Don't screw with me. Hasn't Coach Nekomaru been through enough already?
Well, do you want us to catch the killer or not?
You don't know?
Been through enough? We need to perform this investigation so we can find out who the killer is. Or perhaps you don't want to know, Akane. Maybe you don't care about what happened to Nekomaru.
Damn it!
What?
Why you?
You stay quiet.
If you suck at using your brain and you really want to know who the killer is, try not to interfere so much. Wow, his whole attitude has certainly turned around since he went through the final dead room, hasn't it?
Damn it.
Jeez.
Come on, Kazuichi, what are you standing there for?
Ah.
Damn it, fine. I just have to do it, right? I know I said I wanted to see his insides, but not like this. This is just too much.
Well...
Come on, are you guys feeling okay too? Now's not the time to be staring into space. And they still haven't grasped the whole implication of Nagito being here ahead of them. Nagito, there's definitely something wrong with you. I thought he was just treating me differently ever since he found out I have no talent, but it seems like that's not entirely the case. His attitude toward everyone else is strange now too. But why? So, do I look again, or do I talk to everyone again? Now's not the time to look away. I need Kazuichi to disassemble Nekomaru's body. Alright, I guess we ask him. Let's take one pass through before we talk to Kazuichi, I suppose.
Fine.
Even mongrels like you possess a soul, and that soul resides within your heart. But no matter how hard you've searched the insides of this machine, you will never find a heart.
What happened, sinner?
So where did Nekomaru's soul wander off to? It's interesting to think about, don't you agree? I guess. Except I am not now, nor have I ever been convinced that that was actually Nekomaru in robot form. I still think there's a good possibility that Nekomaru died when Monokuma shot him with the missile before, and that this is just a robot that was made to imitate him. Or had his personality uploaded to it. In either case, unless there is his physical brain inside this thing, it's a copy and it's not actually him.
Jeez.
Now's not the time to be staring into space. Don't make me repeat myself. Nagito, what happened to you? I don't know. It may be a combination of him actually accomplishing something using his lucky power, plus finding out Hajime doesn't have a special talent. Or it could just be something flipped inside him and this is his personality for the moment, and it'll change again in 15 minutes. I thought he was just treating me differently ever since he found out I have no talent, but it's not just me. His attitude toward everyone else is strange now too. Or it could be with the fact that he has worked out what the ultimate weapon is, even though he won't share. I mean, at least he claims he has. Yes. She's staring at Nekomaru's body with terrifying eyes. Hey, blood's dripping from your fist. Like actual blood, not Nekomaru oil?
I'm good.
It's nothing. I was just holding back my anger and dug my nails into my palm. Alright, Akane, you need to calm down. I understand that you're attached to Nekomaru, and it was the strongest relationship you formed here on the island, but we have to move forward and deal with this.
Damn it.
This is nothing. It doesn't hurt at all compared to Nekomaru. Akane.
I won't forgive you.
I'll never forgive the killer. I'll beat them up so bad they'll never walk again. Well, I certainly understand that.
But still.
I'm sure it's painful for Kazuichi to do something like this too. We can't let this go to waste. We need to find something no matter what. Yeah? We still don't actually know how he got killed. Like, what the actual cause of death is. We know that his head is separated from his body, that's why he died, but how did it come to happen? It can't have been the hammer because there's nothing on it. There's oil up here. He struck the top of this pillar somehow.
Oh my god. Let's just put everything together. I think I'm coming to a conclusion here. We know for certain now that the whole funhouse is one sort of building, tower, whatever, skyscraper, at least 6 stories tall. A strawberry house on top of grape house, and that the floor of this tower has to be moving up and down. That's also why when you hit the button on one side for the door, it takes a while and we hear that thunk of it coming into place. What if Nekomaru was somehow attached up where the tower joins to Strawberry House, and then the floor was lowered back down to Grape House, and he was left hanging up there? Then he should be high enough that if he fell, or was dropped, or, whatever, that he could strike the top of the pillar. That could be why the wire has the loop on it on his foot. The question is, what was it attached to? Huh. Sonia, you're the last one before we go to Kazuichi. I am terribly sorry, but I simply cannot investigate Nekomaru's body. Well, you don't have to. Kazuichi's going to do that. Alright, sir. It's your time to be useful.
Damn it!
We've come so far. There's no way I can get sentimental at a time like this. I feel awful for Nekomaru, but this is necessary if we're going to find out the truth behind this case.
As he forced out his voice through his clenched teeth, Kazuichi faced Nekomaru, his eyes full of determination, and began stabbing his tool knife into Nekomaru's body. It's the only tool he has, isn't it? Were there any tools in the octagon, or was it all weapons?
Huh? Where did you get that tool knife?
Huh? Where did you get that tool knife? From Nagito.
Huh?
Nagito gave it to me. He said he had it ready before we even went to the amusement park.
So Nagito did that too. It's like Nagito has full control of the situation. It's like he has everyone exactly where he wants them for the very first time on this island.
Maybe...
Looks like the damage to his head is the reason.
Huh?
The reason Nekomaru died. I mean, stopped functioning.
Is there a brain in there, or is it all mechanics and computer components?
His torso is covered in huge dents and his parts are dislocated. Huh. Maybe a gear shaft broke too? Well, for now, I tried disassembling Nekomaru's chest. That should help us learn something, right?
The time of death? The actual time of death, since we're fairly certain that the clocks in the houses have been tampered with? If that's the case, I need to look at Nekomaru's body one more time. Let's get it done then. Apparently Kazuichi has finished disassembling Nekomaru's body. I should probably check it out one more time. Hello, clock. Nekomaru's chest panel is open. The clock inside is completely exposed. The hands of the clock look like they're pointing to 7:30. So he died at 7:30, which is 2 hours later than the time we thought it was. So the clocks in the houses are 2 hours slow. Also, it looks like the clock's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. Why was his alarm set for 7:30 a.m.? Which means this clock broke the moment the alarm started ringing at 7:30 a.m.? I suppose that they knocked him out using his sleep button, which they got to with the hammer, then strung him up on Strawberry House level, set the clock. However, I didn't know anybody but Nekomaru himself could set this clock, so that it would wake him up, and he would wake up dangling there? How did he end up falling, though? But 7:30 a.m. is strange, right? Yeah, it definitely doesn't jive with the time we thought it was. I mean, we should have arrived at Grape Tower just before 7 a.m. for Monokuma Tai Chi, but he said you were all late, didn't he? Is this clock malfunctioning? No, wait. That's right, his clock's a radio clock, which means it automatically sets itself from signals that it gets from time to time. So, it's definitely the clocks that are in the houses that are messed up and not the one that's in Nekomaru. Alright, yeah. We don't have to go through every single bit of this. We understand what you're getting at, game. An accurate radio clock that never slows down, huh? If that's the case, why does this broken clock say 7:30 a.m.? Come on, Hajime, connect the dots. You can do it, I have faith in you. And this had to have been attached to something. Can we get more, or is it just the clock? No, it's just the same information again. Let's see. He said it was his head. Can we get information about that? Something protruding from the back of Nekomaru. Okay, yeah. The good night button. And the panels broke. So... Oh, this is a little bit new, isn't it? By chance, did the killer press the button and force Nekomaru into sleep mode? Yeah. Yeah, it would be a Herculean task, which is why it was the hammer that was necessary. Which is why the hammer was necessary. I'm not certain, but I think some of the information that it's giving here is slightly different, or it's at least stating it a little bit differently. The fatal blow was to the head. Anyway, that's a whole lot of oil. It's not going to be easy to clean up. Yeah, it's not the time to worry about that for sure. Well, that's all that we've got. Are we going to get a chance to go and check the clocks in the houses, or is Monokuma going to call for the trial when we exit here? What's wrong with him? He's crouching over Nekomaru's body, and it almost seems like he's glaring at him. Anything to say?
You're the worst.
I guess it is the worst. Right.
Jeez.
You guys overlooked an important clue. I swear you're just the worst.
What is the important clue we overlooked?
As I thought, there's no way I can leave this to you guys.
What are you talking about?
Well,
I found this under a fragment of the pillar that tipped over.
Is this a doorknob? Well, now we know what the loop was over. The knob of the door to Strawberry House, that's why it's all scratched up. So, the alarm was so he would wake up, cause he said without someone waking him up or the alarm clock going off, then he would never wake after sleep mode was pushed. And then I suppose he struggled and the loop just slipped off the knob and he struck the pillar and died. Seems simple enough, now that we have all the pieces.
you don't even know?
Looks like the screws came out with it. That wouldn't happen unless you applied a ton of force to it.
Or a ton of weight.
Plus, it looks like there are scratches near the base of the doorknob.
Hey,
Don't you think it's strange?
see?
If we examine the far back door in Great Tower, the doorknob is still intact, right?
Now that you mention it, you're right.
Now then.
If that's the case, where did this doorknob come from?
The door to Grape Tower, which is above and behind us. If it's not the door that leads to Strawberry Hall, then there's only one other possibility. It'd have to be the door connected to Grape Hall that we entered from, right?
Well,
It makes sense to think about it like that. We should try it out.
Try it out, how? Could we get the elevator to move. Is Kazuichi going to have to fix the button now? Or is there a way to get Monokuma to send us up?
You don't know?
We take the elevator to Strawberry House and we enter Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall. But he's going to have to fix the button. Well, we have to remove the chain too. That's the only way we can see the other side of that door, right? But the button to open the door in Strawberry Hall is broken, right?
It's obvious.
We can just repair it. After all, we have the ultimate mechanic on our side. He said he needed parts. Do we have parts now?
Well,
Well, you're right, but I need parts to repair the door in Strawberry Hall. I can repair it if it's broken, but if I don't have enough parts, there's not much I can do about it.
But you have plenty of parts right here. Oh my god, Akane's not going to like this. You're talking about cannibalizing Nekomaru, aren't you?
huh?
Yep.
See?
Just use Nekomaru. I'm sure if you dig through his body, you can find parts you can use.
Hold on. Are you saying we should use parts from our dead friend?
It's called recycling. It's a much better alternative than disposing of it with the rest of the junk, right?
Junk?
Hey,
Well, Kazuichi, is it possible or impossible? Like you said, I could probably use these parts to repair that button, but seriously, hold on. Even if you do repair the button, what's going to happen to the chain on the other side of the door?
Well, I'm not certain there really is a chain on the other side of the door. Since this floor is going to go up, I suspect that this chain here is just for show now that I think about it.
huh?
Chain? This is not the same door. I mean, I said the same thing just a few minutes ago, but now that I think it through entirely, the chain's not going to be up there unless there is a second chain. But there couldn't be, right? Because one of the handles is broken off? Yeah, there's not going to be a chain up there. Even if you fix the button on Strawberry Hall side, the door won't open as long as that chain is there.
You don't need to worry about that at all.
Huh? I don't need to worry? What does that mean? Well, he knows what we know.
Now then.
Kazuichi, we should go over to Strawberry Hall so you can repair the door.
Hey, I'm not finished.
Hajime, you're going to come later too, right? It'd be really bothersome if you didn't. I mean, if there's someone in the tower, the door won't open at all.
Right?
So you should at least make sure you're not pulling my leg.
After tersely saying that, Nagito left the area.
Huh?
What the hell happened to him? He seems on edge about something. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, Fuyuhiko. I've got suspicions, but who knows?
Damn right.
Ah, that reminds me. Nagito asked Kazuichi to do something weird for him, right?
Yep.
It had something to do with how the elevator spins 180 degrees. I wonder what it could mean. Well, we already know what it means.
Hey,
Actually, to tell you the truth, Nagito asked me to do something weird too. He told me to investigate all the clocks inside both buildings. Good. He must have realized ahead of time that something was weird going on with the time as well. The clocks? So I did what he asked and checked them all, but none of the clocks had the times messed up. Well, we have evidence to the contrary now. We don't really have a control to compare them to prove it, but...
Jeez.
But why'd he ask me to do that in the first place? I don't get that bastard at all. For now, why don't we head over to Strawberry Tower too? Along with the doorknob matter, there are still many mysteries surrounding this that we don't understand. If we go to Strawberry Tower, we might be able to solve some of those mysteries. Maybe. I'm not at all sure that there's anything that we don't understand yet. I mean, we don't know for sure what Gundam's motive was, and I suppose we don't know for sure that it was Gundam, but I'm fairly positive that it was. And we know that he used the hammer to break open the back of Nekomaru's head so he could push the sleep button, then tied him up with the wire, attached him to the doorknob on the door when the elevator's at the top in Strawberry Tower. He then took the secret passage through the final dead room back to Grape Tower, recalled the floor down to there, and waited for the alarm to go off in Nekomaru's chest so that he would wake up, panic, struggle, slip the wire off the doorknob, fall, and die. I don't know if he knew that he would hit the pillar, but I mean, that's kind of irrelevant.
Jeez, you're pathetic.
Looks like that's all we can do. Let's head over. You're right. What Nagito said about the door opening, what is he planning to do about the chain? It's not going to be there. It looks like it won't come off easily, so does Nagito have a plan or something? Geez, I don't understand this at all. Don't worry, Hajime. The rest of us do. And that's all that really matters. Has everyone got something to say, or...
Damn right.
Looks like everyone left. As long as Kazuichi finishes his work, we should be able to open the door in Strawberry Hall. But there's still a chain, you know. It's not... If that's not removed, we won't be able to open the door. Yeah, that's right. Nagito bastard. What in the world is he thinking? Well, he knows things you do not.
If you flinch, you will die!
Onward to the land of the dead, Strawberry Tower.
Damn it.
I can't do anything. I never paid him back. I can't even stop Nekomaru from being used as evidence. Why would you want to stop him from being used as evidence?
Super difficult.
Along with the doorknob matter, there are still many mysteries surrounding this that we don't understand. If we go to Strawberry Tower, we might be able to solve some of those mysteries. That is, if we can really enter from the other side. We should be able to, unless our conjectures and Nagito's conjectures are all wrong.
How cruel.
Why would Nagito say such cruel things? That's just the way he is. The Nagito we know would not talk like that, right? I don't know what Nagito you know. It is as if he is a different person altogether. Are you suggesting he got his memories back? Is that something that happened that we were not made aware of? He certainly has changed from what he was before. I still wouldn't put it past him just being freaking nuts, but Mikan changed drastically when she got her memories back, so is that what's happened? Sonya's right. Nagito is definitely acting strange, but why? I wonder if that's the case. Huh. And what does that mean for the rest of us? If he changes in the same direction, if he changes for the worse just like Mikan did, that bodes very badly for us because he was already not, because he was already pretty freaking dangerous. Alright, let's go. We walked into the elevator and made our way to Strawberry House. It's been a while since I've come to Strawberry House.
What's up?
Hey, you're here.
Hey.
Kazuichi, how'd the repairs go?
Yeah, well, the damage wasn't too bad once I got the part, so I was able to fix it right away.
You?
You got a lot of nerve saying that when you used Nekomaru's parts without my permission. I wasn't aware we needed your permission.
Hey!
Well, I mean, even so.
Now then.
Now that we're all here, why don't we hurry up and try it out? What will happen if you press the button to Strawberry Hall's door?
Even so.
But there's no way it'll open. You haven't done anything about the chain.
Hey!
The door to Strawberry Hall behind Nekomaru's body was blocked off by that chain, remember? Yeah, but this diagram here that you're referencing is not accurate. If you don't do anything about that, it doesn't even matter if you fix the button on the outside. Well, we'll know if we try out. Well, we'll know if we try it out.
You.
It's not even worth trying out. No, we've come this far. If he's saying we should try it out, then we should give it a shot.
Yep.
Yeah, that'd be great. Why is everyone not here? Guess they're down there then, okay.
I am concerned.
I do not quite understand, but if it will satisfy Nagito, we should try it out at the very least.
You pissed me off.
It's not even worth trying it out. Hajime, just hurry up and do it so Nagito shuts up. Alright, Akane. I understand your trepidation. It's a waste of time. The door won't open as long as that chain is on the other side. Yeah, I think you're about to be proven very wrong. Nagito seems really confident about it. Huh. I wonder why. Maybe he knows something.
Fine.
There's no need for the skyline lamentation art of the demon mouse. I shall let you fiends press the button. Is that the name of the ritual where you throw your hamster at the button and have it press it?
Hey,
Now then, can you hurry up and press the button already? You too good to use your precious fingers for manual labor?
huh?
Just so you all know, my repairs are perfect. If the door doesn't open, it's cause of that chain, you know.
I don't think you have to worry about that, Kazuichi. There's no way this door will open, not when the other side is chained up. With a feeling of resignation, I press the button. That opened immediately. There was no delay or anything. Huh? See the missing doorknob?
Hey.
Why did it open?
Impossible!
Where did the chain go?
Hold it.
That's not the only thing that's strange. That's right. There's no other way to say it. This definitely looks weird.
So...
What do you mean, huh?
Hey!
Hey, doesn't this all look the same as when we were in Grape Tower? Not exactly. Yeah, you're right. When we were inside of Grape Tower, Nekomaru's body was in front of the far back door, which was a strawberry door. Which means his body should be in front of the door to Strawberry Hall, on this side. But your understanding of the layout of this place is flawed. So if we entered from Strawberry Hall, his body should be right in front of the door as we walk in. Why isn't it like that? Why is Nekomaru's body in front of the door to Grape Hall?
Hey.
Not just that, the parts that I carefully arranged when I disassembled the body all moved too.
The body isn't the only thing that moved. Even the tipped over pillar and the spilled oil. They've all moved the exact same way. Or we have, or our perception of the way they should be has not shifted appropriately. Because we're still thinking of the two houses as being separate buildings joined by a long corridor. The crime scene looks identical to how we saw it when we entered from Grape Hall. Everything that was at the crime scene inside Grape Tower shifted to the opposite side. As if it all rotated 180 degrees, right? I can't imagine that the floor actually rotated 180 degrees, but... is that really what this means? Not exactly. No, it's more than that. I feel like there's an even greater mystery here. A mystery so great that it could drastically affect the outcome of the case. We might have to rethink this. We might need to fundamentally rethink how we've been approaching this case. I mean, we don't have to rethink everything, just our understanding of the building we're residing in at this moment. Do I get a chance to look at the missing doorknob?
The chain disappeared. This strange feeling I felt when I went back and forth between the two towers. Yep, just as I thought. It was definitely the right choice to confirm this.
Just as you thought? Then you already knew about this mystery?
You have a bad habit of relying on others when you don't understand. Why don't you try investigating first?
See?
That door at the far back with the picture of a grape on it, maybe there's a clue hidden there.
Alright, you don't have to be fucking patronizing, Nagito. Even though Hajime doesn't understand, we certainly do. Probably should talk to everyone first in case that triggers the trial. I see. I feel it, remnants of the winds of hell. How I've missed you.
Fine.
It appears that the Netherworld is behind this occurrence. Fortunately for you, humans. The portal created by the demon's power was too small, so it existed in this realm for only a brief second.
Listen well.
But the portal's impact managed to dislodge the chain, and it was sucked into the portal as it closed shut. No, it's just a different door, dude. This misdirection is not going to work. This is the truth behind the chain's disappearance. Yeah. Gundam's really trying hard to misdirect us. Just the same thing?
See?
Okay. I get it. I understand.
Hey.
Was it really okay to come here? Still, I'm starting to see the truth behind this case.
I think...
I wish she'd at least say things with a bit more confidence. It's okay, Hajime. We don't need her to be confident for us.
Hey!
Yes, it opened.
Why did Nekomaru move? Even the parts I carefully arranged all moved.
Yeah, it's not him that moved.
What's that mean?
Why were we able to go from inside Strawberry Hall? This doesn't make any sense.
Hey!
Hey, where'd the chain go?
I don't know either. What if the chain was rigged to automatically fall off when the door opened? Even if it automatically fell off, where did the chain disappear to? There wasn't anything in front of the door when it opened. It was sucked into the door. That's not possible, huh?
Man, definitely doesn't make any sense.
Makey any sense? I just noticed that typo. I was reading too fast. Is that in the transcript too? Yeah, doesn't make any sense. Alright, game.
Do you have a minute?
I might have figured out the reason behind the chain's disappearance.
Seriously?
Perhaps. What made this incomprehensible phenomenon possible is...
Oh, this should be good.
Well?
Magic. Mind freak.
Are you claiming Chris Angel is among us? Huh?
Mind freak.
You said that. I'm sorry, Sonia, I have no idea what you're talking about. Neither does she, actually, but that's okay.
Damn it!
What the hell is going on? Where did the chain go? Not just that, it looks like Nagito totally predicted this. What does that mean?
It means things and stuff. Okay, it is actually letting us look at him. I don't think there's anything new here. We'll look at the wire, see if that tells us anything. It's the same. It looks exactly the same. It's the same. Exactly the same. Okay. Alrighty then. Let's just look at the door. It's the door with the picture of grapes on it. This should lead to Grape Hall. Except it leads nowhere, because Grape Hall is below us. Wait, huh? One of the doorknobs is gone. It's like the screws came out with it.
Now then.
It's the same as that doorknob that was on the floor.
See?
See, the screws came out with it, right? Then the doorknob next to Nekomaru's body came off the door to Grape Hall?
Well,
that's what it looks like. When you said clue, were you talking about this? Obviously he was talking about this. But what is it a clue to? To the mode of murder. One might say the doorknob was the murder weapon.
what?
Did you even get more confused? Did you get even more confused? No need to worry. Just one clue will change everything. What? You're going to tell them about the layout of the tower? All the mysteries will be solved as if everything were linked together if you can reach it. Just like I did. Well, you know what? You needed to see out the window to realize what we had all kind of figured out beforehand, so I don't know how you expect Hajime to figure it out without having the same information you had. What does that mean? Even if I asked him that, Nagito probably won't give me an answer. So it'd just be a waste of time to ask. And we don't happen to have time to waste.
It appears that it's time for the class trial.
How do we get to the trial from here? Are we going to do the trial in the funhouse?
To tell you the truth, I'm tired. Extremely tired. I feel like spending the rest of my life hibernating already. Man, I know it's bad, but I'm so sleepy. I just want to ditch. Though I really don't feel like it. I'll show you my serious side when you come to the class trial.
Come where?
Even though it's impossible since it's so annoying, you can count on me to take this seriously.
Looks like it's going to start. Another class trial.
Hey!
But how are we supposed to get to the trial ground?
Damn it!
You're right, we can't do anything unless we get out of this building. Akane, did something happen?
Hey!
No, well, you guys hear something? Well, there's not many things that I'm willing to trust your word on, Akane, but the fact that you hear something the rest of us don't just happens to be one.
Hey.
What do you hear this time? Suddenly, as if cutting off Chiaki, our surroundings started to shake and rumble. Oh, the tower elevator is going to take us to the class trial. And then suddenly it appeared before us. Or... what the fuck? Okay. So that's different. Is he telling us to go inside from here? Seems that way.
All right!
I'm gonna go. Just hold on, Nekomaru. I'll make sure I avenge you.
Jeez, you're pathetic.
At least be a little cautious. This is obviously a trap.
It appears you cannot escape.
I agree. I detect the scent of danger. Even my familiars are saying, do not go inside.
It's nearly showtime!
How interesting. If you can kill me, you're welcome to try. Try stabbing your sword through my very heart. Yeah, that won't be necessary. I think Monokuma's going to have the honors Gundam. Now then, we shall get moving as well.
Yep.
You're right.
It's annoying, but if Miss Sonia's going, there's no way I'm not going.
Damn it!
It's so damn annoying.
I guess it doesn't matter if it's a trap or not. One by one, everyone went into Monokuma Rock. Oh, that's actually Monokuma Rock? Okay. Until I was the only one left, and when I was about to take a step forward, we're the same. The same step ladders. Who is the other person in the we? Huh? Nagito was suddenly standing next to me with his eyes locked onto Monokuma Rock. Other than the small movements of his mouth, he was perfectly still.
Well,
You and I are just step ladders. Are you talking about Hajime, or is there someone else? For everyone who holds the title of Ultimate. Okay, so Hajime. I always believed that I didn't mind. Unlike you, I know my place. What are you saying? He's saying you don't deserve the same consideration that the other Ultimates do because you don't have a talent? Which I don't think is true, but obviously he does.
man.
That's why I was prepared to become a sacrifice at any time. And from that, true hope would be born. I always believed that the talent that survived would be true hope.
Damn it.
But it wasn't. There is no hope amidst all this killing. Of course there isn't. What kind of hope comes from killing people?
What?
Really? Are you suggesting that sacrificing others for hope isn't real hope? Of course it isn't. It's sick is what it is. But you're wrong. It's only natural and extremely obvious that strong hope devours weak hope. Once again, you prove that you do not understand what hope actually is.
Isn't that right?
After all, that's what it means to live, right? No. There's no way I'm going to accept that.
Well,
Oh well, it's not like that's what I wanted to say to you anyway.
hey,
There's this one novel I like. It's a peculiar mystery story. What? A novel? The story is told from the point of view of a high school girl involved in a serial killer mystery. But when you get to the end, surprise, surprise, the girl was actually the serial killer. So it's a book about Toko? Of course, the story is written carefully so the reader doesn't learn the ending in the middle of the story. The protagonist is just a projection of the reader, and this projection turns out to be the killer. Which means that the killer you were looking for the whole time was inside you all along. You are a twisted son of a bitch. How do you feel about novels like that? I mean, they're interesting, but that doesn't mean they imitate life. You understand? Or that we should strive to imitate the novels. What the heck are you talking about? You're just jumping from one topic to another. And I can't comment on a book that I've never read before.
no good at all.
Such a normal answer. I should have expected that from a talentless reserve corps student like you. Fuck you, Nagito. But I know that you don't matter at all, so why do I care about you? You admire hope. I love hope.
Right?
In some ways we're similar, but maybe that difference is what's making me so emotional. Enough already. I don't have time to argue with you. Let's go. Everyone is waiting.
Man.
Everyone, huh? So you still believe you're just like everyone else? I believe I am equal to everyone else. Reserve Corps students are so full of themselves. Yeah, I get it. You're gonna get yours in the end, Nagito. Go on, laughing boy. Nagito's chilling laugh continued as he disappeared into Monokuma Rock. Calm down. That's right, I need to calm down. I took several deep breaths, and once my nerves had settled, I stepped into Monokuma Rock. And we too shall step into Monokuma Rock in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, let me know in the comments and by leaving a like below. And of course, subscribe if you'd like to see more in the future. I have been Tevaron, and until next time, friends, be excellent to each other.